What's going on, guys? I'm back again with another Jeep video, and in today's video I'm going to be restoring the headlights. So we're going to be turning this right here, boggy and scratched up, into this right here, absolutely crystal clear and looks almost brand new. So for this install, or mod, restoration, whatever you want to call it, you're going to need really just a handful of products. First product would be something to clean your headlights with before you start the process. You're going to need some masking tape. You're going to need sandpaper. I've got 500 grit, 800 grit, and 3000 grit. I've got ones that connect to my drill. You don't need sandpaper that connects to your drill. It's just a whole lot easier if you have that. You're also going to want some kind of headlight sealant or coating to apply afterwards to preserve the finish. But that's all you need, guys, and without further ado, let's get right into it. The first thing that you're going to want to do is clean off your headlights. You can use soap and water, or you can use some kind of quick detailer. I'm going to use Meguiar's quick detailer because it's just quick and easy. I'm just going to spray it off and wipe it down, and that's it. So after you have cleaned off your headlight lens, you're going to want to mask off anything around the headlight, because we're going to be using sandpaper here, and you don't want to have any risk of that sandpaper coming in contact with your paint. It'll scratch your paint up, and we do not want that at all. So what you're going to want to do is get a piece of masking tape just like this, and you're going to want to slide it in between your paint and your headlight, and you're going to want to just stick it to your paints. I suggest going 2 or 3 layers because that sandpaper will eat up that tape, and you're going to hit it a whole lot more than you think. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, and I'll get back to you when I'm done. Alright, so after you get your headlight all masked off, I suggest 2 to 3 layers of tape because the sandpaper will go through the tape if you hit it enough times. You want to get your lowest grit sandpaper, the roughest sandpaper, and go ahead and hit the headlight. I've got it on my drill right here, but you can do it with just sanding by hand. It just takes a little while longer. And yeah, without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so as you can see, we have hit it with the 500 grit, and we spent probably about 30 to 45 minutes on this step. This is most likely going to be your longest step. The more sanding you do now, the easier the next few steps are going to be. But really all you need to do is make it to, or get it to the point where it's smooth. And when it's smooth, you know all the scratches are 500 grit scratches, if that makes any sense. They're all even scratches, and that's what you're supposed to have before you move on to the next step. So for the next step, we're going to be using an 800 grit sandpaper, and it's going to make these scratches even smaller, and that's just the next step into getting these scratches to the point where you can compound them and buff them out. Alright, so after you're done with your medium grit sanding, you are going to want to move on to the wet sanding phase, which we are going to use a 3000 grit sanding pad. Looks like this. It's very, very fine, and we're going to wet sand with this. And this is going to give you this is what's going to be like almost your finishing step. After this, we'll be ready to compound and buff all of these scratches out, and it'll look good as new. So go ahead and give it a nice little healthy amount of squirts. You can never have it too wet. Alright, so we are done 3000 grit. The scratches are very, very fine now. And now it's time. The time you guys have all been probably waiting for. And we are going to be buffing out all of the scratches. And this headlight is going to look good as new. So you want to put your polishing pad on your drill. And directions say you want about a dime-sized drop of this polish. So I'm going to put a drop on. It's about a dime size, give or take. And yep, we're going to, oh, it's falling off. It's so hot. step is kind of optional. This is a headlight coating from Meguiar's. We're going to be applying this to the headlight, and it's going to keep the headlights clear for longer and keep them protected from the harmful UV rays. So first I'm going to go ahead and spray this down with some quick detailer, make sure it's clean. Alright, and after you have gotten it clean again, you just want to go over the surface with it. And there you go. Now your headlight is shiny and very, very, very clear now. So with that, guys, I'm going to wrap this video up right here. We restored the headlights today and got them back to a factory look. They look crystal clear and amazing. I highly recommend this headlight coating and the 3-piece headlight restoration kit. And if you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date on this build, feel free to like and subscribe and push that bell notification button. Therefore, you